Today, we talk about... Welcome back. Episode, still don't know what number we're on. We'll get to it. Another special guest. Want to introduce yourself, my man?
Hey, what's up? I'm me.
Little Wayne over here.
That's all you need to know, all right? I'm in the camera. I got a zoom. Hey, look, I just had some police stuff. Good. I don't want to get in no trouble. Good.
Take the edge off. Take your pants off.
Yeah, little pants problem earlier. You didn't understand. Everybody thinks now this is my real voice, so I'm gonna go with it. What's up?
You did say New Jersey.
Hey, look, Bridges and Donalds. What's up? I'm Niko Pav. Hey guys, it's a short version because no one can say my whole fucking name. The whole name is Nikola Pavlovic. What's going on?
Word. All right. So, and some other guys here. I don't know. We just dragged them in from Midtown.
No,
he said something funny on the train. I was like, you know what?
Comedy's meant for you.
This might be good for this.
This guy's got some. Look at these shoes, real quick.
Check out my bar none set. I'll never be performing there again.
Oh god.
Well, yeah, so a great segue. You are a comic, so why don't you give us a background of the comedy story, when you got started, where you got started?
I got started here in the city. My first mic was Broadway Comedy Club, and they had it in the Boiler Room, and it was Sophia Nurse's mic on a Tuesday. That's when I met Fumi Abe, Jimmy Peoples, and Usama Sadiq. And of all the people I've met doing comedy in that first year, they're the only ones really, and Eagle Wit, they're the only ones still doing comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
How
I
long
met
ago was
Eagle
this?
a little after, like maybe a month or two in.
What year was this, or how long ago?
This was in my first 6 months.
But like how long? 5 years ago?
No, this was about. I was 23. I was 23 when I did my first set with my first open mic. I still got a picture of it. Fucking looked like Bill Burr with more alcoholism. And then I had done it from July to November. My sister got pregnant with her first kid and her husband, so I flew down to Florida for 8 months to help them set up the house that they lived in there.
Oh, nice.
Then I flew up here to surprise my dad for his 76th birthday, and then never left, and then started in March, doing it after I came up January 30th, surprised him. He was like, oh my god, I'm old, and I stayed. Yeah, and then please take over the restaurant. Do something with your life. And then March, I did 3 more months, and then my sister gave birth, and she basically almost had Irish twins. Like, she got pregnant like a year, maybe a year and a half after that, with her second kid with her husband. And I flew back down, helped him out, and then my dad got sick with heart problems. He had a heart arrhythmia and everything like that.
What is Irish twins?
Irish twins is when you have a kid, and then like literally 9 to 10 months later, you have another kid.
Oh.
Irish twins.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, and then
Where the hell does that come from?
heard in a family. I heard Ralphie May say it one time. He was like, "Yeah, this is my kid," and then this is the Irish twin. They're born 9 months apart. No, but
And how old are you now?
I'm 27.
Oh, so this is 4 years about you've been doing this.
No, with Broken Up, it's about 4 years.
Yeah.
Total time done is like about 2.5.
Did you do it in Florida too?
No.
So you took it off?
Yeah, and then when my dad, this was the fucked up part. When my dad said, "Oh, my heart's better," I signed a lease contract for a place in Park Slope on 4th and 15th, and then literally the week after the contract got signed, he's like, "Oh, my heart's worse than ever," and I was like, "Fuck!" So first of all, learned how to do timing, and then second, time shares suck ass. I spent 33 days in that apartment, and I paid $12,500 in rent for it.
Jesus.
And then I was traveling back.
12,000?
$12,500
For how long?
For a year.
Oh, for the year. Okay.
Yeah, and then
That's not bad.
It's not at
Well,
all.
don't ask him.
Yeah, doctor.
There's frame of references here.
Yeah, Mister has the same lamp everywhere. Money.
He's nice with that.
All the lamps are the same.
Actually,
and I
people
love
do comment
that.
on them. Yeah, no, they're very middle-aged. It's like if my mom could decorate this.
Aria, please turn off the lamp.
Have you thought about painting any of these walls?
Why do people keep asking me that? I
Because
like
the
the white.
white's a little.
White's-
Oh, you do the gray in the kitchen.
And it's great for YouTube videos because the white bounces off, keeps the light natural.
Yeah.
You know. It's,
Oh, you do YouTube?
Yeah.
Look at that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He does it right
Plug
on
yourself.
this table.
What do you think of this table?
I love this table because this is where the
First
videos
compliment
get
he's ever
made.
gotten. Oh, yeah.
She's
This
a
is the
lot
casting
more.
table.
This is-
That's the casting couch.
She's a lot more positive than you are.
That's
you
the
know?
casting
What are you
shoe
talking about?
room.
You're always mad at me nowadays.
Everything I say, I'm yelling at him. It's like,
He just yells at me.
No, he's not yelling. He's just passionate about what he's yelling.
I know, I'm like, I already have
That's
a
all
mom.
that it is.
first I'm his wife, now I'm his mom. It's like, are you sure you don't want
Keep
to
it down over there, all right?
Keep it down,
Billy.
Billy. Billy.
Yeah. So
No, and then hang on. I think there's more. Then the heart problems got done. That's on my 24th. It happened on my 24th birthday. I saw him flatline in front of me, and then they rushed in and paddled him back to life. Then I realized I need to work on stage presence, and then right in front of me, that was a great fucking gift. And then he got better, and then everything started happening. Then I started slowly realizing I don't need to live in Brooklyn. I'm fine with Jersey, and then this and that. And then I had a relationship for 2 years, and then she cheated on me. I know, surprise, and she cheated on me with like 4 other people. We're gonna call her by one of these nicknames: the Sour Snatch Kid, Kid Cunty, Faggotron. That's my nickname. Sorry. It was what's the other one? Colonel Creep, Faggot Fuck Boy.
Wait, I thought you were gay.
No, I like to say biasexual. I don't have a problem sleeping with anyone with a penis or a vagina, but I just don't like having sex.
So you're pansexual.
Is that what that is? I don't know.
That bit. I love the cook.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll go with the original '90s form of the version, half a fag. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that.
Ugh.
But other than that,
that's
I'm
crazy. To have your sexuality be spread out like that.
Well, here's the thing. It's
Is
literally
it
an
more,
appendage.
Can you
or
kiss? Can you kiss? No, but can you kiss like another guy?
yeah.
Because I could see maybe sucking a dick.
Yeah, that's not hard.
But yeah,
Well-
kissing a dude.
No pun intended,
No,
but-
kissing a dude. I feel like as soon as I got close to the lips, I would just crack up.
Like,
Like I mean, this is so funny. Like,
So-
this is so
you're like,
weird. I'm just kidding.
You're so gay! Oh, you're so gay,
But
dude.
if it's a dick or something, I'm like, all right, then it's fully sexual. I just
I don't know.
do the definitions matter anymore?
Do you
So-
prefer men or women? And are you comfortable talking about this?
No, I don't. Neither, honestly. I don't like sex.
So you're a dog guy. That was super.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We're here.
It's not gonna get better than that.
Cut it short today. Our audience wants their free stuff. Kids at Wolfgang Bakery. Over out.
Did you have a dog growing up? Or?
No, but I remember this dog came onto our property when we lived in Jersey when I was a kid, and it had no collar or anything. And I was like, I'm called Lucky because like I never had got anything like oh fuck yeah, like a dog. I want a dog. And my mom was like, all right, we can keep it if the family doesn't come for it. I was like,
She just hit it in your
Gypsy is
basement.
that fucking cool. Like, if the family don't want, we give. It's like, And then they were going around town. They're like, "Who's in this dog?" And I was like,
Ripping down the flyers.
I was so mad. It was a beagle too. I was like, this
So you had to give it
cool.
up? They came and got
they
it?
came and got it. And then,
Is that why you want a beagle now?
I guess subconsciously.
Okay.
There's,
You know what's interesting about beagles is how Snoopy was a beagle.
yeah.
It's nothing like a beagle.
Oh, okay. I
Really?
don't know dog breeds
Yeah.
all that well.
But beagles are they're smaller, they're kind of brown
Yeah.
and white. Snoopy was just all white. He had a black spot and the black nose.
Maybe they just ran out of ink in the
I
cartoon.
don't know what I would name my dog, but I do know if I
But
got
it was a
cat.
black and white cartoon. So that, I guess, yeah, maybe it's...
If I got a
in
cat,
the
I
movies,
would name
it's
it
still
Chaplin.
black. Chaplin?
A cat, yeah. I don't know about a dog name yet.
I named my cat Kenny.
Ooh.
And it's a girl. So now whenever I meet a dude named Kenny, I'm like, that's a chick's name, dude. Grow up.
He's a little too obsessed with that cat. It's
What do
kind
you
of
mean?
weird.
I like my cat. I'm a cat guy. I love cats.
Yeah.
Cats are like having roommates, whereas dogs are like having a kid.
Well, yeah,
Cats just
but
kinda
dogs
like, yeah,
are better
whatever,
than kids. Kids always.
I'd agree.
Well, here's the thing: the kid's always weird about licking peanut butter off me. So. I thought of that on the way here. I had to say it, and I'm good.
You wrote it down?
I didn't even write that down. I was going to stay in the back of my head until I got a moment. Looked for it. I got it.
That was good.
Watched. You can find me on Caroline's.
So I noticed you've been doing a lot of shows. When did you first start doing shows?
I first started doing shows when the Grizzly Pear was before it was the Pear, the dojo. It was like the Grizzly Pear, and we would all literally just be like, "You guys want to bark?" Like, yeah, because we loved to bark back then because it was literally we could get like 2 people. It was Beacon Theater to us, and I loved it because those people, they would come, like the people that would come sometimes at 6 p.m. for the show, they would stay till 2 a.m.
Oh, wow.
And they would be in that shit for the long haul. They'd be like, do another round! Like, they'd be like into it. We would literally break fourth wall. We'd like sit there with them like, all right, so what part didn't work for you? Like, because it was like an open mic, but it was a real show with real people. And then we treated it like that. And then like eventually Kenny Warren came into the scene and he created the whole scene for it, the Pear, and he built it up basically with other people and whatnot. I actually bought the chairs for it just because I wanted to. Okay. I bought the chairs for the place solely for the fact that it was the first place I was able to do shows with all my friends, make family, have memories, and I was like, you know what? I want other people to be able to come in and have them, make it feel like a home. Right. So I was just like, here's some chairs.
Is this before all the pictures showed up on the walls?
All before the pictures started showing
up
on the wall, because everything in that club was basically just like set like a different table and a different chair, like nothing really matched. I was like, let's just get the chairs. Like, let's start with the chairs, because then it'll feel a little bit maybe solidified. Like, oh, they got the same chairs. Oh, whoa. And then they got candles and they got tables and then they got the soundproof. They got the soundproof curtain. Now they got the sign above it that says live comedy and neon. They're getting a new one, I think, this week or something like that. I just wanted to like give back to the community because I wasn't able to be in it for so long. I was just working a lot, taking care of my dad, being stuck in that relationship. And I just wanted to do something that made me feel like I was still a part of it. Because the only thing I was able to do was Comedy Fight Club on Sundays, and my family still to this day doesn't think I do stand-up anymore. They think I'm actually at an internship in the city for MetLife. They really do. I did all the research finally. I was like, so they want me to learn how to lie good. So I did the research. I was like, all right, so this is internship, and I can do this because I have this many college credits, and this. And they bought it, and then now I just I pocket like $20 every week from like when I work at the restaurant. And I'm like, yeah, they pay us. So I have to fucking like somehow work on all this.
It's a decade-long unpaid internship. Yeah.
No, and I can't upload anything on like YouTube. But they don't have Twitter. They don't have Instagram. They don't have Snapchat. But they have Facebook. So that's why
they're like in their 70s.
Yeah, but my mom is like a master at Google. Like, it's crazy. She will think a voicemail is an answering machine and scream your name like 30 times because she thinks you're like on the toilet or something. But yeah, Google is like her like just gypsy tears, just like it cures everything. It's
so how's
crazy.
This going to work if this gets posted? She going to search my name?
Oh well. No, she'll be like, oh no, it's okay. He's with the doctor.
Okay.
He's okay.
I forgot how voicemails used to be like that.
Yeah.
Like you could actually hear the person like, pick up, please.
I know you're there. I'm looking through the crack in your window. I see you army crawling to the fridge.
The light's on.
I see you eating the Entenmann's cake that's saved for me if I come over. And guess what? I'm over. I see it's coffee cake. God damn it.
That Prickly Pear place is a cool spot though.
It's a great place.
Is your name on the back of the chairs?
It's not. I didn't want my name to like be out there because I wasn't doing comedy at the time, and I didn't want people to be like, "Oh, we bought the chairs so he could get passed or whatever." I was like, "No, I just wanted to buy the chairs."
And are your parents like just against you doing stand up?
They don't see that. My dad grew when he came here. He was actually a stunt double for westerns.
Oh, shit.
And he grew up seeing Carlin come up. Like, he saw, like, him, and he equates, he's like, if you're not as good as Carlin, fuck off, basically. And he's like, but Carlin was good because, you know, so he knows, like, the whole thing about, like, the backwoods of, like, comedy and everything like that. And he's like, why would you want to be a part of that? And I'm like, I thought comics were just people that got on stage and talked and were they just formed funny through the years. I knew it took years to be good at it, and I was like, I like that. I fail at a lot of things. Why not fail at something I want to help people like heal with? Because I watched Dave Chappelle's Killing Them Softly.
Yep.
The first thing I ever watched, and I didn't understand a thing of
What
the
was
thing.
that? Was that a stand-up?
HBO.
Well, it was
Yeah.
early stand-up.
Oh yeah, it was like 90s, I think.
Yeah.
And then
So before the Chappelle Show.
yes,
Yep.
and like I remember the one joke where he was. A lot of people remember the baby on the corner joke.
Yeah.
I remember I got so high, I felt like Mickey Mouse and me and the cartoons were all singing. Mickey Mouse in the background going boom, 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 boom. I like remember that, and everybody just exploding with laughter. I was like, hey, they're not laughing because it's Mickey Mouse. They're laughing because they can equate their life to that joke.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand it was about like getting high or too high or whatever, and they were just all laughing. And I thought, oh, they're all laughing at it, so they're all letting go of all the bullshit in the world for a minute, like 5 seconds, 2 seconds. And that's helping them heal. And him on stage, Dave Chappelle, with the microphone, is helping these people see the problems that exist, showing what evolves from those problems and the silver lining of that dark cloud, which is the problem that we can all laugh at and help heal
So
and break it away.
Do you make your jokes like, because it sounds like you're very analytical about it, almost. Is that how you kind of structure your jokes too?
I kind of see it like as a comic, I have to look from English A to Greek Z. Like I have to make sure that everyone
Those
can.
Irish twins.
Well, yeah. It's like I have to make sure it's not only from my point of view, but it's from yours, hers, Sansa's, like yours, Billy's, that Stool's. It's got to make sure like everybody can like follow along with what I'm going, and then there's an example and an analogy and a punchline that everybody can come with.
But is it more that you think about your jokes in like kind of an empathetic way, like, oh, people would have this kind of experience, or is it still like you still think of your own experiences and then try to take them on?
No, I kind of just I think comics should be funny and also make light of things that we feel passionate about. Like I'll give you the
peanut butter.
Yeah, I'll give you the premise of one of the bits that I'm working on. It's pro-gun, anti-bullet. Exactly. It's just making you laugh right there.
No, yeah, that's not, yeah.
It's like just replace bullets with fun shit. Kids wouldn't shoot up schools if we had laser guns for them, okay? How about DUI cops instead of bullets, water guns? I'm gonna be thirsty at the DUI checkpoint. You might as well fucking help me out. And then the other one was if you're speeding, Nerf guns. That way you can like have like a game out of it. If you get caught going over 200 miles, like 200 miles, $200 over the ticket, you can shoot your shot. You stand in like 2 chalk circles. You dodge the Nerf bullets, and whatever you don't get on you is like $10 off the ticket. Like make it fun because they're here to serve and protect, not hurt and harm.
I like it. Do you write all these down, like point by point?
I write it like a recipe, like chicken parmesan, chicken, cook it, and then it's weird. It's all like bullet pointed.
That's exactly how I do it.
Yeah, and like
the exact same.
Yeah, it's
fucking
exactly.
No. Make a joke.
I'm not saying that we're the same skill, but I mean like you do the bullet point thing off like the thematic.
Like
of,
I got
the idea,
gypsy, the gangster, and then like if like I can I'm
like
naturally good at segueing, which was weird. So I just learned how to write things out to start with, and then get them to segue with
Yeah, it's funny because I see other comics that literally write out like essays.
Oh, I hate
like
that.
I see on books. Well,
sometimes it helps if you write it out.
I see like other comics books where like they're just writing and they write it like all
like
it's not as segmented. It's more
like
they really write everything out.
Pedophiles.
Well, you didn't always start like this, right? I'm sure.
No, I always wrote like this.
Oh, really? Okay.
Always. I remember listening or hearing somewhere that you shouldn't write out every single word because every time you tell it on stage, it'll be a bit different.
Yep.
So if you have like the full template, you're limiting yourself to get the peanut butter. Don't worry.
Yeah, you promised her.
You're limiting yourself to what you wrote down. It's creamy, yeah. They're out of radical crunchy. I'm sorry. You're just limiting yourself to what you wrote down because I think when people write it all out, they're writing it all out in the tone of voice that they wrote it in, that they think is funny. When I do the bullet points, it kind of makes me feel like I have room to be able to just go with it.
Do you record all your shit?
No. I have photographic memory, and I can remember how it went with what energy and stuff like that. Like certain things I can remember when to yell, how to yell, at what decibel and stuff. And also, it's broken. So yeah, I gotta like Lenny Bruce it, which it keeps me on my toes. But I know recording would help out a lot. But I feel like if I don't record and I focus on remembering where it was, how it was, what I did, it makes me more on top of my toes to be able to not like get lazy when I'm having like a shit day or a really good day, to be able to be like, I'm just gonna phone it in now. Like I always want to make sure I'm at the anything I can do to make sure I'm at the peak of the performance level that I can be at, I'll do it.
Are you doing any mics in New Jersey too?
I try to do some mics out there. It's very hard because they're all really far away. I'd rather just come into the city.
Gotcha.
If I move to Jersey City, I want to find a place near the PATH train that I can take in and just do the subway instead of driving in every single day.
Right.
What's the scene like in Jersey?
It's okay. It's very...
well, the comedy, is it similar?
It's similar, yeah.
Similar kind of stuff?
It's kind of like... It's similar to like how Brooklyn and Queens have comedy. It's all sort of a tight-knit family, but it's open for people to come and see, and then you get a lot more time out in Jersey. There's a lot of 10-minute mics.
Really?
A lot of 10-minute mics.
I've never seen a 10-minute mic.
It's crazy. There's one in the city. I think it's at Bar 9 or None?
No, Bar 9 is not 10 minutes.
Bar 9.
Not when I'm up there.
Bar 9. Okay.
Maybe. It's on 9th. I know that.
Yeah, no, I called them once because I saw it listed as a mic, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have stand-up here, so I don't know."
Oh.
Well, that was you.
Maybe.
It's like he told me to name drop at what, Prickly Pear?
Grizzly Pear.
Grizzly Pear. It should be Prickly. He told me, he was like, tell the lady, the MC, that you know me, and I told her, and she's like, who? And I was like, the doctor guy, and she's like, oh, and I went last. That was great.
It's always nice.
I don't know her,
for 2 hours too.
Damn.
Last bucket.
I've had a rough time at the Grizzly Pear with open mics. Just super miserable crowd, just never
it's really
into
dark.
it.
It's dark and like nobody wants to go to an open mic. I find it so weird. It's like you're going to a place where all your friends are and all the family that you've made and bonded and connected with. Why wouldn't you be excited? Like it's like, where are you guys going after? Like you should be happy.
Yeah.
Like you're like I love mics.
People are just but I probably only done like 10. But in my experience, a lot of it is people are just, they go up, they do their set, they leave.
Yeah.
People aren't really paying attention.
Do you know what I hate?
Jimmy's is a good one because that one feels more collaborative. But a lot of them that I go to, like, dude, when I was the last one up at the other one, there's like 3 people there.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to another mic. They come in, they buy their beer, they do their set, and they're out.
Here's the thing,
which I don't like.
I do not respect
I understand
people.
why it happens, but
I understand too, and if you have like a show that you're like rushing to get to, and you're coming to a mic to warm up, riff it out, and get a joke in or a tag to work it in, that's fine. Respect the family. Stay for at least one comic. It's nice. It's respectful. That's fair.
Yeah.
I hate it. I know like 4 comics literally that go up before the host even pulls the next comic up. That's how much I hated. I snapped.
Walk right
that
out.
was my
right
black woman. Let's go do this shit. Like it's the fucking table smack. They leave with like their literally coat.
they walk right
they
out.
just came out of a storage unit they've been living in with Donald
thought that
Glover
was-
in Atlanta. He's like, I have to go to another one.
Since starting doing this, I thought that was the most bizarre and just very disrespectful.
Oh, it
just
is.
in general. Because I like talking to comics after the show ends.
Yeah.
Get to know people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not working right now. But it's like a little network you set up where you just meet people, you talk to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I that was surprising to me. How people just get the hell out.
I knew it was gonna happen, and I knew I wasn't gonna feel happy about it. But you can't. You got to be big to be able to change the game.
Do you usually stay?
I typically stay unless because I start figuring it out. I'm like, because back in Iowa,
It's
where
like
I do
one mic a day,
something, it's literally 2 mics a week, one on a Monday, one on a Wednesday. So you go and it's
Damn.
like a show, but there are real people there, so that helps.
Oh.
And
You should totally fucking lone bird it. You should just create 2 more mics in the town. Like, hey, open mic,
I could ask and see if
do
I can set
happy
something
hour,
up.
an hour longer, for the comics only, half price drinks or something. Because we're all fucking broke except for you.
Did you know what Rob wanted to do? He wanted to start with that guy that we had on before.
He's trying to put on a show. Kev, the comic, is trying to run a show.
Yeah.
So I know it's possible. I just I've only been doing this since November, so I'm still learning the business, if you will. But no, I would stay after the shows in Iowa because that's all you got. It's one show and that's it. And everyone's there. You all have a good time. There's real people there, so everyone gets good laughs. and then just hang out afterwards. Here, though, I started to realize, I was like, okay, well, if there's like 9 mics today and one starts at 3, the next one's at 4:30, the minute you're done, you got to head out. Or there's another one at 5, you want to boom, 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 boom.
I have the fucking schedule right here. It's Thursday, right? Look at this.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a calendar.
So I understand why people leave, but and to your point earlier, it's like, dude, we're family. It's so much easier to leave if you don't know anyone at that mic, right?
Yeah.
So, but if at the mics where I have met friends, like Peoples or wherever, it's so much easier to stay because you're all just hanging out, having a good time, you hang out afterwards.
Jimmy's at 3. I can do Parkside Lounge at 5. I'm gonna do Phoenix I'm gonna do Beauty Bar at.
Oh, you're doing Beauty Bar?
Beauty Bar at 6. Alex Halmerison, apparently very good mic. Very good mic.
Beauty Bar's great.
Yeah.
I've never
been there.
I've just gone.
I went there. I've gone there to get fucked up. I've never gone there to do.
No, the mic is usually pretty good because so you're booked for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they have because then they do the bucket system, but it's only like a couple.
And then Phoenix, I love Phoenix Bar.
Phoenix
Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, hosted by Samuel Haddis or Lisa Harmon.
Yeah, Lisa.
Samuel, he hosts as well. Sam.
Yep.
And then Mondays is hosted by Gus Constanellis. I really hope I didn't fuck that up. Sorry, Gus. He hosts a really great mic on Phoenix with Lisa as well. He hosts that all the time on Mondays at Phoenix at 7.
Yeah, Phoenix is really great. I wish it was
Great room, very supportive, and it pushes you.
Yeah.
It pushes you because the other room is super fucking loud. It's like the personification of all the people who go, let's take another shot.
Yeah, well,
and it's just you have to be louder than it. And she always turns the mic down for me. She's like, you're fine. You don't even need to hold the microphone.
No, I really like that room. It's a great
It's nice.
like comedy.
I like it.
room.
And the happy hour is great. It's $4 liquor, $2 beers.
Bar Nun's like my favorite, but I don't
Can't
know.
go back there no more.
No. I'll give him a couple weeks and I'll go back. I'll let it simmer.
I remember reading like something like on Tumblr once. It was like, so me and my friend went back to his hometown after like 25 years of not living there. And we went to a restaurant he got kicked out of, thinking that they didn't remember him. And then as soon as he walked through the door, the chef went, "Not today, Daniel!" I was like, "Wow!"
I didn't get kicked out. I just got I ended it very poorly.
It was bad.
It was just me like yelling at everybody. There were jokes. I was in a weird mood. Hey, you failed before too.
Yeah, not like that. That's a special level.
We're gonna link it in the description.
I remember bombing so hard one time.
But I was just blackout, so it was like a different kind of bombing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you're getting up there and like the jokes aren't landing kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was getting up there and just being like, why did they give me a microphone?
It's a great segue because they introduced him as, you may know this next comic as the guy who's been heckling everyone before their act.
And I just like stole the mic from her.
So what's your thoughts on heckling? Any experiences with hecklers? How do you
I
handle
like
it?
hecklers. I usually have the same line, which is like, "Did you want to come up here? No? Are you sure? Because you run your mouth very well. You probably do cardio with it." It's usually that one. And then during shows, if someone's been on the phone the whole time, I like sitting in the back and taking in the vibe that's coming in, seeing how tight or loose the audience is. And I'll always eye out one fucking dude on his phone, swiping right or left. All goddamn. I'll start the set off. They'll be on the phone still like this, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, let's just pretend that I'm saying this joke as I walk towards this dude." And I'll break fourth wall, get off stage, walk in front of him, and I'll be like, "Okay, on 3, everybody laugh like really loud," and then take his phone. He doesn't even look up. And look, I could fucking suck his dick right now, and he doesn't even know I'm right here. And on 3, 1, 2, 3. And he looks up, "Thank you," and I read the Tinder bio that they have out loud on stage, and then they don't look at their phones anymore.
That's hilarious.
The best one I had was I eat pussy for 30 to 45 minutes minimum.
Oh,
in all caps. He wrote minimum. I was like, takes you that long, bud?
I think
I was a distance swimmer, but that's something you want to get quicker at.
I do wish there was a little more heckling out mics. Not like mean stuff, but just like riffing with the person who's like trying to like.
They do that at my mic all the time.
Yeah. I really like doing that because
I love it.
Yeah, because it's just
keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, you're on your toes,
and it's your friends and your fam, so it's just like easier. You're like you have that comfortability, that looseness with them.
Yeah, and if it's not like
it's not going to hurt them because of comics.
Yeah. If it's not mean.
Yeah.
Or if it's a guy's first time, like if you're a dick, then yeah. Like my first time I heckled, I was kind of a dick.
Oh,
but now I'm like, okay.
Here's the thing.
That girl gave me a high five yesterday, or 2 days ago, even though I heckled.
Great.
Afterwards.
Yo, there's this one comic who came to my mic. at 129 Orchard Street, Lucky Jack's, NYC, at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Sunday, except this Sunday because they rented it out for a Game of Thrones preview.
Wait, is Orchard in the West Village?
Yeah, right off of...
No, not West Village.
East Village.
East Village, right.
East Village.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Orchard Street. And he came in, he got... Okay, so Alvin Kwai that day got to the Lucky Jack's at 4:45. The sign-up goes out at 5:30. He was first on the list. No, he was first on the list, and then this dude came in. He was like 20th. It's a minimum of like 30 comics always. It's like a 3-hour mic, and he came in.
Wow.
He brought a date. He brought a date.
The guy who was 20th?
What?
The guy who was
20th
Okay.
brought a date to the mic. And everybody after the third person was like, what the fuck's up with you two? Like, everybody. Nobody knew he was a comic, really. And then there was like, we get to the pizza party, and she goes outside on the phone, and she's like, yeah, I'm at this mic, it's fine, I'm going to leave soon, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's just like, what the fuck, this. And then, like, he got up, and he's like, well, you guys made him a date leave. Everybody was thinking, just like, you guys dating?
Yeah.
Everybody. And then, like, the one time, the guy was like, yeah. And she goes, kind of. And then they're like, what do you mean? Kind of. He goes, she's like, awkward first date. I was like,
I was at an open mic and I was talking to this couple that was sitting next to me, just like briefly. And they were there. They didn't know it was an open mic place, so they just thought it was a bar and they were just meeting up. And people just started to pick on them. And by like the fifth mic, they were like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Have you ever brought a date to a mic?
No.
No?
I'm not that retarded. I scored 2 points below the social behavior line, but not the intelligence one.
Nice.
I know some things.
I actually I like the idea of taking a date to a comedy show, open mic or not, because
Comedy show, yes. Open mic,
not an
Open
open
mic's
mic.
different.
no.
Still, I mean, to me, it's like instead of like say going to a movie or dinner, right? I feel like with a mic, it's like, hey, let's see what our styles of humor are. What do we find funny? What is she laughing at? What am I laughing at? Are we a good fit?
I love doing that. I do 4 a day.
But wouldn't that be more of a comedy show? Because an open mic, they're so long, you really can't talk to each other.
Yeah, they're not always good.
Yeah. And she's like, wait, you do this? Then you get up, you might bomb.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm married. I only bring my girlfriends to mics.
Actually, she's come to a few.
Not my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Joanna. No.
Girlfriend A.
Yeah.
Girlfriend
No,
B.
she's come to like 5
Yeah,
of
she's
them.
come to a few. Yeah.
Mostly in Queens.
Yeah. What? Any thoughts on your favorite up and coming female comics?
I heard of this girl named Amy Schumer.
That's okay. Yeah.
I like Arpana Nonchalada. I'm so sorry, but I suffer the same fate from Immigrant Name. Like, she's so funny. She's really, really dry, but she's already got specials on Netflix.
nice.
She's got a half hour with the stand-ups.
Haven't heard of her.
What was her name?
We saw a girl at the Pit who was really funny. I forget her
chick?
name. Yeah, that chick.
Blonde chick?
Yeah, she was cool.
I like Allison
nice.
Klemp a lot. She's very funny. Allison Klemp, Maddie Smith, one of my favorite female comics, and just comics in general.
Do you ever feel like, since we're on we've asked other comedians this, but do you feel like ever, because like we go to a lot of these open mics, if like it's a minority or a chick, and they use that as a crutch in some of their jokes, do you think that's kind of a cop-out, or do you think it...
To a certain extent, I believe it's a cop-out, but I think it's a good way to be able to test the audience and try to get them like to your perspective. Like
So
to get
it's
them
like a
into
fishing kind of thing.
kind of like you remember in like high school, they're like the first sentence of your essay has got to be a hook or like the hooker that grabs you sentence, as I remember it, like the hook sentence that grabs you into the.
You definitely
You remember that, like the hooker that grabs you sentence, like come in.
Yeah,
Let me tell you about Moby Dick.
Yeah.
Like,
you definitely went to a public school in New Jersey.
yes. No, Florida.
That's how they...
Florida, even
Okay,
better.
Even better.
I didn't open a book until sophomore year of college. I was like,
Cat in the
I'm crushing this shit right now. Oh, you learned about DNA now? Yeah. Got a 93 out in sophomore year in Jersey in high school. I'm getting 100 now.
No, yeah, and I understand it. I don't have anything against it, but like just seeing so many open mics, like kind of used as a crutch so many times.
But you have to realize it's like sometimes it's the only material you got, and especially if you're a newer comic, you don't know, you don't have like this breadth of experience and
it's also
skills to use.
Oh
you know?
yeah, that's yes, and also it's like a comfortability thing. It's like the thing I know the most,
right.
And it's working, and I can perfect it more, so I'm going to keep doing it. I think what you should do is if it gets a good enough laugh, you leave it be for about a week or two. You work on it after that week or two and see what you can do again, add tags or whatever, and try it out again. And if it works after the week or two, just leave it alone because it works.
What is tags?
Tags, I think, are like the add-ons after the punchline.
So, like for example,
who's on first?
No, like you'll be like. I mean, you probably have a better example than I
So that was great.
That was perfect.
That was perfect.
So yeah, so actually that would be a good tagline. So like, hey, you'd probably be good at this, and then the things you thought to tag on after that, that would be a tagline.
We tried a 1-2 thing.
Oh really?
So
Yeah. No, it wasn't that bad. I rewatched it. It's not that bad. He's such a perfectionist. It was the first time
Fuck
ever
me for
doing
wanting
it.
to be
So
good.
there's this open mic at Pete's Candy Store in Williamsburg.
Okay, I've heard of that.
It's every Monday. Really nice guy that does it. He live streams it. He's got 4 cameras set up, but it's all topical. So like you have to talk about like the news or something. Yeah, so it's not people doing acts, although people can still do their acts, and it's like that's not this. But
I could talk about the New Zealand shooting.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's topical.
Boom.
Right?
I had him read me headlines from Reddit, and I was just commenting quickly.
And by commenting, he means pass.
No,
next. I was like, this is not a fucking board game, man. It's a fucking
He got so
stand-up.
mad.
Oh my
He
God.
did like 2 or 3.
You got no improv? What's up?
I don't do it.
No, but see, off camera when we like tested a couple of them, he had a couple good lines. I was like, oh, this is perfect, and he's quick on his feet, right? But then the minute we're on stage, he's like, pass, next, not that one, boom. I'm like, all right, well, I'm glad I fucking agreed to this.
Wait, it was our first time doing a 1-2. Have you ever done anything like that?
A 1-2? Yeah.
Like versus improv?
Yeah, I did up to 301, and then I realized
What is 301?
301 is like the third level of it.
What is improv?
Improv is just
Yeah, I've never
like,
done it, so.
Oh my God! Look at this tree that has elephants growing out of it. Yes, and those elephants also have oranges for toes.
Yeah, what is this
it
inside?
comedy?
It's, you
Or
just,
what's the-
it's comedy, but you build on what has already been presented.
It's basically like an acting thing.
It's
right?
like building a Boeing 747 while falling through the sky. That's how they equate it.
Gotcha.
Well, they fall anyway.
So what is
no,
this?
that's the 87.
I hear a lot of comics make that inside joke. They're like, yes, and. So what is that yes, and thing? I don't even know.
That's the rule. It's like you
And?
never take away. You can't go like let's say we were in a scene and it's like, well, oh man, this taxi ride is so long. You can't be like, we're not in a taxi. We're on an elephant in Shangri-La. Like you can't. Like,
So
you
you
can't.
have to continue.
You have to continuate. Yeah.
That's why when
They're
you see
just
that,
you're adding on to the thing. and
The
then-
Office, where Michael Scott does it, and he always says he has a gun.
Yeah.
He's like,
I got a
he
gun.
has a gun.
Give me the gun. And it's like, what did he tell you? He said he has a gun.
What he whispered.
He said he has a gun.
I love that scene.
Dude, I'm.
He just gets up.
My favorite is when Jan comes drunkenly with the Porsche, and she's like, "How was improv?" She was at work.
Dude, it may be recent memory, but my current all-time favorite Office line is when Creed walks in on Angela walking out from the break room, and he sits down and goes, "That's Angela. She's the Office bitch."
No. Did he call it the wrong name, I thought?
I think she goes. That's Kelly. The
Yeah, it's
Office
like, yeah,
bitch.
no, yeah, call it the
I
wrong
love.
name.
I wish
No.
they had a spin-off with Creed so bad.
Yeah, he was underutilized.
Oh, he
I don't
really-
think so. If you watch the compilations on
steal for
YouTube, they're
fun.
like,
I came up a long time ago. It's my favorite fucking thing he's ever said.
I like
Playing
stealing.
hooky from work. Ah, shit. Pie.
Where did that
pie.
happen? Where was like a playing hooky for work?
They played hooky from work and they're all in the RV because the wife's like, yeah, we can work on the go, no problem.
They pick him up in the candy stripe outfit.
Playing hooky from work.
What's your
Dude.
favorite TV shows?
The Office
Yeah,
is one
let's
of
stay on
them.
The Office for a minute because I've been meaning to
love
make
The
this
Office.
it's like a recurring segment actually, but I'd love to bounce this off you guys. But I'm trying to think of one of my all-time.
Cigarettes.
Oh, actually, good reminder.
grab
I
one,
forgot
grab
about
one.
that. No, I left them here. I forgot.
What are these candies?
This portion of the show, we I don't know if you're.
I'm having a
cigarette
cigarette.
Yeah, one dude wouldn't touch them. He was like trying to quit.
Are you? Oh, true.
No, they're not. They're can't.
Look at these cigarettes. Look, I passed you this one. There you go. That's for you. Look at that. Oh,
Yeah, it's just a fun little gag we do on this part of the show. So The Office, yeah.
So The Office, sing.
My favorite character?
Everything else too quick.
Yeah, the wind got in the way of that one. Give me 1 second. No.
Dude, some of these boxes
Gotta get
legit.
this wind thing.
Yeah.
Some of these boxes legit look like a cigarette box, so some people are like, oh shit, I thought you really smoked.
That's good. That's a good cigarette.
Do you have a favorite Office character?
I would say Creed. I love Michael.
Yeah, Michael's definitely my favorite, but I feel like that's an easy cop-out pick, but regardless. Do you have a favorite?
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
I'm going with Kevin.
Yeah.
No, what's his face? The
Creed?
guy. No, the guy who worked sales with Michael.
Oh, Robert California.
Oh my God,
Robert California.
He's
number
great.
2. No, number 1's the other guy. The fat, like the big guy. He's bald.
Oh, Packer.
Packer. I love Packer. He just goes in. He's nailing his broad, right?
Dude, he got filed for sexual harassment because she was being a total bitch.
So he's nailing his secretary, right?
Dude, you know what's great
He's
about
so
that
fucking
show?
funny. Hey, Jim, looking for someone to sleep with your wife? No.
No, I like the perfect
I can't
thing.
drive because of the DUI. And he's a traveling salesman. It's so funny. He can't drive.
And he's got a yellow Corvette.
Yeah, you gotta drive.
And then the license plate.
Well hung. Well hung.
Well hung. What was the? What did?
He didn't know it though, because he was like, "Well, he was like, is that what that means?"
No, he was like, oh, big William Hung fan?
Oh yeah.
Why does everybody keep saying that?
You say that.
I thought of that on the way here. Imagine like what's the doctor that focuses on
Urologist?
no it's like the pee.
Urologist.
Here's the thing. I love how I just went like this and you were like pee.
That's what they do.
I was thinking you could get like the medical
Yeah,
plate
this is a medical procedure.
and you could just
Yeah, it's cancer.
Yes, and?
you got the AIDS. You got the AIDS. What are you gonna do? Make pizza, I guess. Oh, amore. I could just imagine like a urologist having like the medical plate and then just having douche on it. It'd be so funny. Have an Audi RS7 just fucking go all the way out. Who's that? That's Dr. Douche. Oh my God.
Or if you were a OBGYN doctor, douche, you know.
That's what I thought they were.
Oh, you were thinking that. Okay.
I thought they were OBGYN.
Gotcha. No, it's a
BLTs,
whole separate thing.
Whatever the fuck the
Yeah.
letters
My mom has
stand
AIDS.
for. I got the HIV shit a while back.
No, but I was saying, I keep trying to make this like a whole thing, but I feel like similar to, are you a big Mad Men fan? Do you watch that show? Mad
Oh,
Men?
I was so not into it first season because I was like, and then.
I was shooting lasers.
I just hated how it was just so old school and it was just so.
I like that about
it.
it.
Was gross as shit to me because of the way they were treating everybody,
Right.
lesser than them.
This is
I
exactly
don't
what I
think
was
about
trying
you
to
at
say.
And
because
then I got into it. I was like, okay, it's the way the world.
So I feel like
works.
The Office is like the same way Mad Men is to the '60s. The Office is to like early 2000s. Because like if you look at those Todd Packer jokes, it's like they couldn't make that show today.
No, they
You
couldn't.
know?
Geez,
And
the
also
race
Space
one?
Force.
Oh, the race one,
The,
yep.
they're doing Space Force, the creators of The Office, and Michael Scott, or what's that? Steve Carell. They're creating Space Force. It's going to be a mockumentary about the fucking space military Trump want to.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're creating it exactly like The Office.
Interesting.
I was like, you better bring all those fucking characters
Yeah.
back. I swear to God, I need chili spilt in outer space.
Well, the third episode of The Office they can never do now, but it's great comedy. Where they do the race like
I think that was the second one,
class.
Diversity Day.
Diversity Day, yeah. Where it's he's like, my name's Mr. Brown, and he's like, what's your name? He's like, Mr. Brown. He's like, oh, not gonna fall for that.
No, you're fucking up the bit. Hang on. Why isn't that way?
But when Oscar's like, so yes, I'm Mexican American. He's like, is there anything less offensive than Mexican we could call you? He's like, why is that offensive, Michael? He's like, certain connotations. The whole picture. You know what I also was thinking about the other day, because I was just watching earlier episodes of The Office, how light-skinned Kelly got.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I know in India it is a thing, like light skin, like they actually like sell stuff where like you could bleach your skin essentially. It's a huge thing in
maybe,
India.
Do you think maybe Kelly got light skin?
I don't know, but
Ariana Grande got deep darker
She did
skin.
get really black.
She got really tan.
Yeah. The black's in now. Look at Goblet's shirt.
Well, I like the show.
No, but I really think the Kelly thing is really weird. I mean, the first few episodes,
I don't think
she's,
about
like,
it that much.
dark.
She looks.
Black is coming, and as we know, white is huge.
No, I think it was just she was supposed to be a different character back then. Because if you look at her role back then, she she dressed more traditional. It was almost like she was like this traditional Indian lady in the workplace. But the more current episodes were
She
like
became more American.
Yeah.
I think what they were portraying with her was the Americanization of immigrants in this country and their children. Oh, there's
That's a hooker.
That's a hooker that grabs you. Let me tell you.
Remember when,
That's a strong hooker.
when Ryan comes back and gives a presentation, and he's like, "Any questions?" She's like, "Yeah." First of all, how dare you?
Do it, shoot that shit.
Yeah, I also love when he
fucking
goes to
A.
business school
Maron.
and he hands out the candies to the crowd.
He grabs the guy's book and just
Or whatchamacallit.
that show is so fun.
Yeah, dude, that show is gonna age very, very well. You know, that's like all I watch if I'm ever like in the mood for like a TV show.
Office.
Yeah, I was watching
Always.
Veep's coming back.
Oh, it's already back.
No,
Barry's great too. I
Which
love
one?
Barry. Barry's
Oh,
amazing.
the character.
show.
Oh, the
Barry.
oh,
On
I didn't know
HBO.
this.
It's a Bill Hader show. I think.
Oh, I heard about
for
this.
it.
I heard about this.
Yeah, it's really, really good. He's like
I don't
this.
like Bill Hader.
Really?
He's too dry for me.
I
don't know,
hate-
there's something about.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
hate
lie.
him. I just don't really enjoy him.
I didn't like his humor because I hated dry humor at the time because I'm a very energized, very
Oh really?
as you could tell.
Pew 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 pew.
All right.
Yeah, but Bill Hader. Yeah, but it's a good show. It's the one where he goes to Africa, right? And he's like making.
No, he's a writer.
No,
he's a writer, right?
No, he is a hitman.
Oh.
And he goes to kill this guy who slept with a Chechen's boss's wife. And he goes to kill the guy in an acting class. And then Henry Winkler is the teacher, R.I.P. And he calls him up on stage. And then like he actually did like really well. And they're like, "You got something." Money for me. Is basically what the other half of that line is. And then he just goes and follows acting instead of being a hitman, but he's still a hitman. He's trying to be good. And it's like this whole thing. It's really good. It's really well written. I really like it a lot.
It's HBO.
It's HBO, yeah.
Just looked a little too dark for me. I'm not a fan of like dark.
I like True Detective. Ooh.
Really?
Season 1, phenomenal.
Season one's that's the
Favorite.
favorite drama I've ever seen in my life.
Favorite.
It's so.
Oh my God.
That scene where the guy comes out where he's talking about evil and he comes out and he's got the gas mask on because he's making the coke and he's like in his underwear.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, where are we going with this show?
my
Jesus
my
Christ.
least favorite fucking scene in that is it's like a 15 maybe 30 second like just like cold like pan and it's like the house where the creep guy is and he's like, "Do you smell the flowers? Do you smell the flowers?" I'm like, "Oh God, stop."
It's so uncomfortable.
So
A lot of people didn't like the second season. I didn't think it was that bad.
it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good.
Well, because the whole thing, like the big crux, it was like they were having sex parties and they avoid taxes. I'm like, yeah, rich people in fucking LA.
You want to hear about the college thing real quick that we've known about for a while?
I was just like, this is not entertaining.
No,
like at all.
That's
But I thought I like the acting in it.
the acting is
Like, what's his
great.
face? The guy where he's like, you keep your rings on. I'm gonna take mine off, but you keep yours on. What's his face? Vince Vaughn. He's about to
yes.
box to the crime guy. He's like, you keep your
Yes.
rings on.
Vince
I'll
Vaughn
take
was in
mine
True
off.
Detective.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
He was great. That scene where he dies at the end too on the beach.
Apparently, season 3 is very good. I'm waiting for it
I
all to
heard.
come out, and then I'm gonna binge it.
I do the same thing.
Yep.
I don't like watching the week by week. I'm waiting for season 3 to end.
Because here's the thing,
Season 3 finish is amazing.
Oh really?
It's over?
Yeah.
No, well, look at us. It was good.
Time to binge.
They tell the same storyline in 3 different time periods all at once, and I think it was really well done.
Well, that's what the first one did too. It was 2 different time periods.
They got they tease at season 1 a little, but they don't get into it, which was kind of a tease, but
My
they
cigarette
tie
now.
back into it.
You want another one?
No, good. Could I have a natural cigarette?
I don't have any.
Can't smoke in here.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Screw up this.
Can't open these windows? What the fuck, bro?
Just a little bit.
The
You
white
literally
walls.
get this crack. That's it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they don't want people to jump.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Hello.
A little high.
Do they not understand that fairies could drive in my car?
Or you could drop your phone. You know.
Yeah. Fuck this phone.
Maybe. Is that how you got those cracks?
No, I literally just had too much shit in my. I was playing I'm a man. I'll carry everything at once game, and this just I tried to do like the soccer stop where you go you try to ninja kick the phone to stop from cracking, and I did, but then it fell like this right on the garage door opener, and it just cracked. I was like, okay, time for a new one.
Shame.
The camera makes a weird sound too when it's on picture mode.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yuck.
super
On the mic.
super healthy sound, right?
Just radiation pouring out.
So I have a kick fund starter, whatever those are called. Give me money.
GoFundMe?
That thing. Do it, please. Need a phone. Gotta get into festivals.
Have you done any festivals?
I'm gonna do Fifth Borough. I think I'm doing Skankfest this year with Comedy Fight Club, and then
What is Comedy Fight Club? You were talking about that the other day too.
it's a head-to-head
Like a
roasting
roast
competition.
battle.
It's
You would be perfect.
It's
Well, I really want to do that.
it's a lot of fun. You should.
Do you have to
come
sign up
by.
online?
You message the commissioner, Matt Marin, and then he'll match you up with someone. It's better if you just come down and like check it out for one night and have a good
See
time.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's good for like meeting other comics too. So yeah,
Where is it?
on Lucky Jack's, right?
Yes, it's at Lucky Jack's
Oh,
at
what
10
night?
p.m.
On Sundays?
Sundays. And then we're moving to the stand. As soon as it opens, we'll be moving, I think, to Tuesday nights
Oh,
at 10
cool.
Because he has his open mic on Sundays, and then it rolls into the
Yeah.
Comedy Fight
I
Club.
can fit
Right?
about like 30 people
Jeez.
on the mic.
That's so many people.
Well, here's the thing. I started it at
How, what, 3 minutes?
7:30. 6.
6 minutes for 30. Wow.
Yeah, it's 3 hours long.
Wow.
It's basically like
I'm not a math guy.
No, it was voted #1 mic in New York City last year.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, and I can say that because no one's gonna fucking look that up.
Yeah. It's like by me on Yo.
Yeah, so voted #1 mic by Word of Mouth magazine.
Oh, cool.
Hey, he's a
Smart
great
guy.
host too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I can see that.
The most hilarious part of the mic where he's like trying to rev up the crowd. He's like, "You do your stand." Everyone on the couch where you say,
Jimmy
"Yeah,
Peoples
we're gonna
thing,
do
man.
motorcycle hands." Yeah.
Like Jimmy Peoples tried to do that one time. Nobody did it. I do it once, and everybody does it. He's like, "Fuck you." I'm like, yeah.
It's hilarious.
I got people to do a slow clap in college once. I thought that was my peak.
Oh, okay.
I have people spell Skechers.
What?
Spell Skechers.
Oh, spell
That's it.
sketches. You got it. Yeah.
SKE.
Yeah, but I asked the audience to spell
Skechers.
Skechers, like as part of an opener. That I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I always, then I just am like, okay, like when people start spelling, I'm like, okay, so nobody here could afford Nikes growing up. That's it. But it gets the audience to start calling
Okay.
you.
Tell him your marvelous Miss Maisel joke. It's very.
It's
Oh, I
funny.
got a Miss Maisel set. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have a set. I just say it. I've said it at a couple of open mics. I'm like, all right, so we're all doing open mics here. Like, we're all comedians. Is anybody sick of people asking if they've seen the marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
That's the whole joke.
That's the whole joke. But people are usually like, yeah.
No, it's like, oh my god, have you seen Crashing with Pete Holmes?
The
Yeah.
last guy we had on, or not, last time I was here, the same guy said the same thing. He's like,
Yeah.
I spell crashing all the time.
Yep, Crashing, Mrs. Maisel,
Seinfeld.
Comedy Central. They're like, oh, you must be doing great. Like, it's just like that. I'm like, yeah, about 20 years of hard fucking work and depression. And then 6 punchlines later, maybe. Like,
I
Do you
really
watch
like
it?
watching too many
Do you watch Crashing?
I watched Crashing. It's good.
Do you like watching stand-up specials?
Yes,
You do?
I do. I love comedy. I love
Nick
watching it.
Bargatze.
Oh,
That one's great.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
Oh, it's really great. He's such a
Really
great
great.
storyteller.
It's one of the best new ones that's been out in a while.
Yeah,
There's so much crap stand-up on Netflix.
personally, the last one that stood out to me was, I believe it was Tom Segura's last special.
Very similar
Mostly
style.
Stories or Despicable Me. I can't remember which one it was. No, Mostly Stories was his first one when he's like, I just want to say doctor on an airplane. But in case somebody just like, no, I'm not. I'm a comedian. Mostly Stories. Yeah. Like somebody dying right there. Oh, like,
My favorite Segura bit is the bicycle bit where he's like, the attitude of people with bicycles. Hey, do you see me on my bike? It's like, do you see me in my car? Like,
I loved it. No, the most recent one, the last one that stood out to me was that one. And the most recent one that I could binge watch over and over again is the Jim Jeffries "This Is Me." or This Is Me Now tour, that one, when he has the story about, it's the latest one he has, he's got a story about how he undercooked some chicken for his kid because his kid doesn't eat anything more than like 4 different fucking things, and he didn't want to make his own fucking meal, so he's got chicken and apples now, and like his kid got sick because he didn't cook the chicken long enough or whatever. And I'm totally butchering your fucking joke, Jim. I'm very sorry. it's I've watched that special so many times in just traffic trying to get in the city to do mics, and that like gets me.
He's the
going.
blonde guy, right? Jim Jeffries?
No, he is. He's the
Australian.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw him.
Very fucking funny.
Real
Actually,
time.
how the fuck do you tolerate having that car in this city, especially Manhattan, going to mics and shit?
People see the Jersey plate and then they try and
Get out of the way.
they try and like cut me off because it's a Jersey plate, and then I just turn the subwoofer up and it's like loud already, so they're like, oh fuck, like it's a loud sound, I don't think I can fuck with that, and then they try, and then I just fucking go for it. You got to be aggressive on the street. It's
I like driving here.
That shit doesn't burn you out though, doing it every day.
Not really.
No.
I like how people drive here because it's like if there's a hole, just fucking hit it.
Yep.
Yeah, in a lot of places, like it's not like that. It's like okay, who goes? Like everybody's waving each other.
But
Yeah,
the driving
yeah.
is not my main pet peeve with driving in the city. It's all the other shit: finding parking, dealing
Finding
with
parking
the expenses, and
That's
blah
right.
blah blah.
Well, yeah, I paid for the one a little bit up, like right out of the tunnel. You just go straight. I'm gonna pay for that. But I usually find parking in the East Village. I just walk from there everywhere. Yep, it's easier.
All right.
Do you watch a lot of stand-up comedy?
Not lately. It's so tough for me, especially in the post-Vine era, to focus for an hour and change on fucking stand-up. I feel like
tough a
stand-up
little bit.
specials need to be like 15 minutes tops and put out like 3 of them. You know what I mean?
I like the way Ray Romano did his Netflix special,
Yeah,
where
that
he
was good.
walked from the cellar to the underground.
Yep.
And I like it. Gave it a more real feel. Like I feel like comics should pay homage to their proving ground and their testing ground.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
I
like
would-
specials that are done in big theaters. Like
I
it's
like-
like flexing a big dick.
That's like Jerry before Jerry, or Jerry before Seinfeld.
I like
That was
the
a small
theaters. I do think it makes sense to do it in either one of them. It depends on like you.
Well, I'm just saying for an event, if you're having people come see a show, sell out a theater, sure, more seats,
Yes.
more money. For a like a special, why wouldn't you do it at like the Cellar? Because it's just TV. It's going to go out to everyone. Just
Exactly.
You know.
I would do it out of I would connect my mic to the fucking speakers in my car. I would do it out of that. I really would. I got a good speaker system in there. I'm good to go. But
This dude makes a joke one time. He's like, I look like that asshole that drives a Camaro with the top down. And then I follow him outside the mic.
gotta
We're like,
go
all right,
another
see you
mic."
later, man. And I literally see him get into a yellow Camaro with the top down.
Oh, so that is Matthew McConaughey. Wow. Is he writing his own stuff?
Yeah,
Wow.
stuff.
Sometimes raccoons just go surfing in the wintertime.
All right, man. Anything else you wanted to talk about before we get off here?
Alright, so this feminism thing
Nope.
is
Here.
great.
Oh god.
No, I have a whole thing about feminism that I've never worked on. So it's solely for the fact that it's not. I haven't worked on it still, but it's about like, you know what, guys, we had a good run. Let's chill. Like let's come on. This is my dream.
Did I hear the transgender?
Why should I run this thing? I want to tell jokes in basements for the rest of my life for like $20 a night. Why should I run the world? We all know Beyonce said who runs girls. Okay? We know this fucking shit. And it's just it's like it just shits on how dudes fucking run the world the way that we are. Like I know David Hasselhoff, one of the toughest dudes on TV, had to have a talking car to help him. Yet I know my mom threw out my iPhone from the car because she didn't like the way the GPS was taking us to her house. I swear to God.
How long ago was this?
This was 5 years ago.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on a transgender joke. I feel like I did it the other night. Did I not do it? A transgender bathroom joke. I'm like, I don't know what the big deal is. Have you ever been to
If
a
you
women's
have
room?
a trans friend who went from man to woman
No.
and they just got their boobs in, can you say, yo, great tits? Is it a compliment?
Probably.
Right?
Well, I guess
Well,
it
it
depends,
depends
on,
on
the
if
person,
they
but
identify as she.
not only that, but do they appreciate being objectified?
Exactly.
Have you ever been to a women's room? Why when all men want the level of service?
Oh, you've done it before, but
yeah.
you didn't do it last night.
So like
I'm pretty sure
trans-
bathrooms are the same.
Have you ever been to a women's room? versus a men's room. Women's room have like mints, deodorant, flowers.
Well, certain men's room do too, but.
Flowers.
Let me have this lemon starburst that's been in this bathroom since '05.
This is great.
Oh, I've never tasted that disease before. Ooh, smaller pox. Ooh, I'm making a comeback.
Men's rooms are really nice at like clubs, but then you gotta tip the guy. Women's room is just kind of expected to have flowers in there.
Unless you're going to like a Chipotle or whatever, it's the same bathroom.
I'm gonna the next person that
That's
I
the
hear at a
Mexican restaurant?
Chipotle that orders the scoop of guac as, can I have a little bit of avocado on there? I'm gonna fucking stab a fucking plastic spork. Oh, I'm so sick of it by now.
I can't remember the last time I went to Chipotle, especially since
Yeah, me
moving
neither.
here.
Ever since all their E. coli stuff, I literally was just like, I'm pulling up.
For me, it was I found a real leaf in my Chipotle salad. I was like, I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah, I can't
Because I
remember.
thought I had the same thing. I was like, is this a bay leaf?
They've
There's
literally
no
had
way.
like 16 outbreaks of E. coli.
Really?
Yet,
Yeah.
they're the healthy option still.
Yeah.
It's just terrifying.
So,
To me.
well, yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
natural
that.
sugar. Yeah.
They don't have peanut butter
Yeah.
still. Fucking bullshit.
Still waiting for the promise.
I've had like 3 callbacks. Crushing this on this podcast.
All right, man. I'm gonna have you plug yourself, and we're gonna get off here.
Okay, yeah.
So, where can we find you, funny man?
You can find me in your dreams. You can find me anywhere. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat, whatever you want. I'll try and do it better at Ironic Pun here.
Yep.
I post all my stuff on my highlights on Instagram the first of the month, so you guys know where I'm at. I got 3 more shows this month in April on the 18th, the 19th, and the 28th. I got the Comics Table Presents, hosted by Matt Levy at 9 p.m. at 12 St. Mark's Place on the 18th. On the 19th, I'll be at Karma Lounge at Free Dirt, which is produced by Josh Darsky, at about 7 p.m. And then on the 28th, I'm doing a feature 20-minute spot at Riff Off the Cliff in Jersey City at the Deep Space Art Gallery at 77 Cornelia Avenue. This is a lot of great remembering for a pothead. And I believe that's it. And you can come check me out at my own mic at Rambles every Sunday. 6 p.m., 9 p.m. at 129 Orchard Street at Lucky Jack's, New York City. Bar and lounge downstairs, 5:30 sign up. Sheets goes on the stool next to where the music's playing through the microphone. Comedy Fight Club every Sunday. Lucky Jack's as well, 10 p.m. You can follow them at Comedy Fight NYC on Instagram and Twitter. You can check us out there, and you can see us on Gas Digital Network with Comedy Fight Club, and check out all those other shows. And then if you use promo code CFC at gasdigitalnetwork.com, you can get 14 days free trial and check out all the other shows with high octane access. And I think that's really it.
If you think of any more.
I'm like, yeah, I'll be at QED next time.
I'll be waiting in line on eBay to find the $500 iPhone X.
Just go with Android. They're so much cheaper.
I'm thinking about getting a Samsung S10e, but
No, get like a cheap Android phone. This phone,
yeah.
yeah, dude, just do it. Make them. You'll pay like $400 for like a top same hardware.
Same shit. Yeah.
It's never the same.
I know.
Well, it's not an
it's
Apple
the format, the
product,
iOS. I'm used to it. Like the iPhones are the Blackberries, and now the Samsungs are the iPhones, and the Google Pixels are now the Samsungs. If you think like
I think it's too high end.
it's very fucking. Something's gonna
Yeah,
be
you're
the
working.
Google. He's fine. He just bought Google, and it's like, you know what? We're calling it Pixel PXL.
All right, man. This was fun.
was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see you soon, guys. Boom. Peace.
Bye.